I'm going to show you a few exercises now that you can do with your athletes to improve knee strength and avoid knee soreness. Now you can load them however you deem appropriate using a barbell or dumbbell respectively. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is the back squat. Here in this case I'm using a Smith machine, that's how it's called because we have the two rods where the barbell is basically just moving up and down. Now the Smith machine is good if you want to focus on prime mover development in the exercise because the barbell cannot move in any direction, so just up and down. So here you would focus on the glutes and the quads in this exercise. Now if you want to develop stabilizers as well, then do it outside of the Smith machine just using the barbell and weights, because then the body needs to stabilize everything. Okay, so now here we go. So the position is as follows. You want to position the feet underneath the shoulders or maybe a little bit wider at the shoulders, and you want to distribute the weight through the heels so that the knees do not protrude towards the toes. Okay, so here we go. You want to also have the chest out, shoulder blades together, and here we go. And you also want to go as down as that the knees are at a 90-degree angle. Now we're going to do the forward lunge into the reverse lunge using dumbbells, but you can also use it with the barbell, loading it on the top of your scapula. Okay, here we go. Want to make sure that the knees are at 90-degree angles, so take nice large step forward and reverse. Okay, now we're going to have lateral lunging, meaning we do lunges sideways in sideways fashion. So you also want to make sure you distribute the weight through your heels so that the knees do not protrude over your toes. Okay, so here we go. Then you can start with the feet close together. Do a large step outside, the toes point slightly outwards, and now you're going to go down into the lunge. You can the arms in front, it's a little more easy this way to stabilize the action. Push off back to the center. Same thing to the other side, toes point out slightly, and keep the weight on the heels, and push back to the center. And again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And same thing here, you can load the action using a barbell if you want, or dumbbells, whatever you deem appropriate. Next exercise is going to call the Romanian deadlift, or RDL. In this case I'll be using dumbbells to perform it, but you can also use a barbell and attach weights accordingly. Okay, here we go. Okay, you position yourself that the knees are underneath the shoulder. You have a slight bend in the knees, so we call this athletic stance. Okay, then you hold the dumbbells in your hands, and now all the action occurs in the hip. Basically, you're flexing the hip to 90 degrees and then extend it in this position. Okay, here we go. Okay, make sure you go down again until the knees are at 90 degrees. Keep the back flat. You can do this by looking forward and keeping the shoulder blades together. And then you come up again. Again, the entire action occurs in the hip. This is an exercise that targets the hamstrings, meaning the back of your thigh. Okay, next we're going to have knee extensions. We're going to use the machine for this so that we can isolate the quadriceps and increase strength there. So again, you want to make sure on the side here that on the side panel you have usually a red dot or a mark on the machine. That needs to be in line with the knee joint. You also want to make sure that the lower back is supported by the bench. Okay? Also make sure to make the exercise controlled fashion upward and downward face. Many guys just use a lot of weight, get it up, and then drop the weight. You don't want to do that because you want to get the most out of the exercise, so you want to have the muscle action coming up, as well as during the deceleration phase, you also want to control it. Okay? Here we go. Up slowly, and now return slowly. Now if you cannot use that much weight, that's okay. It doesn't look cool, but you do the exercise correctly. All the way down, all the way up. And down, and up again. Okay, the next exercise is going to be the knee curls, and it targets the hamstring musculature at the back of your thigh. Again, same thing with the machine here in this case. You want to make sure you're in the extension, knee extension. You usually have a mark on the machine, so you want to make sure it's at the same level as your knee. Okay, here we go, same thing. You want to make sure on the downward phase you control it, same way on the upward phase, so that you get the most out of the exercise. Okay, use less weight if necessary, but you want to make sure you perform the exercise in perfect form. Okay, here we go. Curl, you can hold it down there for a second and slowly come up in a controlled fashion. Again, down, you can hold it a second and slowly return. Okay, so here in this exercise we isolate the hamstrings, and it's very, very important because many athletes actually have strength imbalances, quads and hamstrings. So you want to make sure that you keep the imbalance as small as possible, or that you actually get rid of it completely. That's the goal. Okay, the next exercise is called the single leg RDL, or single leg Romanian deadlift. Now this exercise also targets the hamstrings like the Romanian deadlift, where you have both feet on the ground, but since it's single leg action, we also have stability requirements. So this is actually a stability exercise to engage all the stabilizer muscles acting on the knee. Here we go. Again, you have the dumbbell in one hand, and the same side that you hold the dumbbell, that leg also remains on the floor. Okay, so again, you're in the position, one leg, dumbbell is in your right hand, and now again the action is just in the hip. Okay, so look forward during the exercise and stabilize everything. Do it slowly in a controlled fashion, and that's it. Now the next exercise is going to be the single leg squat. Also great for stability purposes. So basically, again, your one leg action, the other leg you can have in front, it's a little easier. You can also keep the arms in front, and then you go down in a controlled fashion and push up. So it's not much of a movement, but you want to be stable all the time. Again, you can load the action also using dumbbells in your hand if you want to progress, whatever you deem appropriate. Okay, next exercise we're going to be doing dumbbell calf raises. So you have two dumbbells in your hands, keep them there, all the action is from the calves. So you want to make sure that you position your feet underneath the shoulders, toes are pointing forward. Okay, here we go. So basically you push up and you hold the position for a second before you lower it down again. So that's it for today's workout session. I hope you paid attention and enjoyed the exercises. Well, that's it again for today's episode. As usual, opinions differ. What's your point of view? Let us know below in the comment section. A brand new episode will be available next Sunday. So make sure you don't miss it and subscribe. In the meantime, I recommend you watch some of the previous episodes. You should really watch them all. If you like what you saw, tell your friends. I'm sure they will appreciate it. I'm Philipp Halfmann. Thank you for watching and auf Wiedersehen. Tennis Conditioning TV episodes are licensed under Creative Commons. You are welcome to link or embed these videos, forward them to others, and share these ideas with people you know. Brought to you by Advanced Concepts of Strength and Conditioning for Tennis. Available at tennisconditioningbook.com. Music by Dan O at danosongs.com.
Yeah.